Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a translucent setting powder and a yellow tinted setting powder. If you guys are interested, please keep on watching. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is that I know this is a different background. I'm not at my house right now, so I really wanted to film for you guys. So yeah, that's why you guys don't recognize the background. And I also wanted to give you guys a disclaimer. I am not a makeup artist, so the tips and tricks that I don't know if you guys can hear that, but if you can, I guess they just started doing construction right when I decided to start filming. So sorry if it's distracting. Anyways, I was saying that I'm not a professional makeup artist. All the tips and tricks that I'm gonna tell you guys are just tips and tricks that have worked for me. So if I say something you guys don't agree with it, then just do what works for you. I'm letting you guys know what has been working for me since I started on this makeup adventure. Let me tell you why you need a setting powder. So you typically use a setting powder after you've put on your concealer or after you've put on your foundation. So you use a finishing powder or setting powder in order to kind of mattify your face so it doesn't look all oily and greasy and stuff, and also to lock in the makeup. So before I knew about a setting powder, I would do my whole face and then I would go to work or something like that, and I would be sweating, and then I would go to the bathroom and I'd look at my face and my makeup was all just nasty. It was all over the place. It looked like it was floating on my face. It was so embarrassing. And then I discovered setting powders. A setting powder is very, very essential. Now the two that I'm going to share with you, one is a Milani, so a drugstore brand, and then the other one is Sephora. It's from Sephora, but it's the Sephora brand. And so they're both super affordable. This one from Sephora is actually about, I think it was $16. And then this one from Milani was $9.99. So they both work for me. So after you put on your concealer and your foundation, you use it to set your eyes. And it's used to brighten up under your eyes. White setting powder, and again, I'm not a makeup artist, so I might be wrong, but at least this is what works for me. I can also use it under my eyes to set my concealer, as well as you can actually put it on your face and set your foundation. Now, the thing I hear about the white setting powder is that if you put it all over your face, sometimes it will make you look really ashy if you have darker skin like me. So I don't know if I would recommend putting it all over your face. I would say you could put it underneath your eyes. The yellow setting powder, I wouldn't put all over my face. I would put under my eyes and then maybe under my contour to make my contour pop more, but besides that, that's the only places I would use it. I'm gonna try them both on for you. I already have concealer on under my eyes, but I didn't put any powder on. So I'm gonna go and add more concealer, and then on one side I'll use the yellow, and then on the other side I'll use the white, and then you guys can see if you can tell a difference. guys, so I just finished applying it. On this side I have the yellow tinted shade, and on this side I have the translucent. Now when I did the close-up for you guys, the white one did look a little ashy. It made my skin look a little ashy, but I mean, from far away it doesn't look too bad, and it still doesn't look too bad when I come closer to the camera. You can actually tell that my face is not oily, right? You can tell that there's no shine underneath my eye. It's actually mattified in my skin. And so that's the point of these powders. Now, again, you can use the white one all over your face if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. My eyes, it does brighten it up a little bit. And then the yellow one, I highly recommend you get this. It's not that expensive, $16. So, but again, it really made my under eye look very bright. And I first tried to learn how to do makeup. You know, it would have been really helpful if I knew the difference between a white setting powder and a yellow setting powder. And so I just wanted to kind of help you guys. Also, I have the pressed ones, so that just means that they come in this kind of container. There's also the loose one. Now, the loose one it's literally a loose powder, and you do the same thing. You take one of your brushes and you pat your brushes in it, and then you kind of tap it along underneath your eye or all over your face. The only reason I don't like the loose one is because it gets really, really messy. These don't get messy at all, and you can take them anywhere with you. And you might not want to take the, you know, the loose powder out when you're in public and it's all floating all over the air, freaking people out and stuff. So that's why I just stick to this. I also wanted to let you guys know that if you put too much of the yellow powder, I do notice when I take a flash photo that you can see the powder under my eyes. I did that once and I was like, oh man. So just make sure you're not putting too much on. Just like I showed you, just put a little bit on the brush and just pat it a couple times underneath your eye, and you shouldn't have to worry about that. The white translucent powder, I've never noticed a flashback effect, but I'm sure if you put a lot of the product in that it will show up on camera. So again, always just apply these powders kind of lightly. At least that's what I do. If you don't mind that flashback effect, then go ahead and put on as much as you want. I hope that these tips were helpful. If they were, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I try to come out with a couple of videos a week. Also, if you want, you can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. I'll have my names listed below. See you in my next video. Bye.